So for this video, I have this script written up right here. But to be honest with you, I'm not liking how my videos are turning out with me reading from a pre-written script. Because to be honest with you, I'm pretty bad at it unless I have it right in front of me. And then it sounds like I'm reading from a script. So for this video, script's gone. I'm just going to tell you straight up how my impressions are of this bike. I've been riding it for, I'd say 3 weeks to a month at this point. And there's some great, some good, and a little bit of bad. But overall, I think this bike is an awesome bike. And I also think it's a pretty good deal for the money. Now, I paid just under $3,300 for this bike, shipped to my house, and that includes taxes. When I purchased it, the bike started at $29.99 and 99 cents. So, you know, $3 grand, let's just say. And when you go to their website right now, it says, hey, sign up, get $100 off when you order something. So I got it for $2,899.99 or $2,900. So the good, surprisingly good, is this RockShox Pike Select, which is their lowest end RockShox Pike. It has handled everything I've thrown at it, and it hasn't felt overwhelmed yet. I know it's heavier, and it's super basic for the setup, which I would say is actually a good thing, because you just set it up, you fill it with air, you put the compression to the mid, you put the rebound to the mid, and if it doesn't feel right, you adjust them. Mine felt right straight off the bat. Haven't had to touch it since. Something that was also a surprise to me, because it's my first time ever using SRAM brakes, is these DB8 brakes. I've never used SRAM brakes in my life before. And I've heard good and I've heard bad about them. And I wasn't expecting the low end of SRAM to be good, but these are surprisingly good. Like, to the point where I don't feel like I need to upgrade them, at least not yet. They'll lock up the tires, they've got plenty of modulation. I've just had zero issues with them. And that's with the stock brake pads, which I believe are resin. So if I get sintered, they'd have even more power if I needed it. Something that normally I swap out on every bike immediately are the grips. These grips, I'm actually liking quite a bit. I'm an Ergon GE1 Evo diehard, and to be honest with you, these grips are just as good as those, at least in terms of feel. I don't know if they'll last as long, but they feel great, and I have no issue with them whatsoever. Normally, I run gravity level tires. I pretty much ride exclusively Swalby tires. I've ridden Continental Cryptotals before, and they're pretty good, but I do like Swalby better. And normally I run their gravity casing tires, and this bike comes with the trail casing. Now, I wasn't sure if the trail casing would be as durable. I mean, I know it's not as durable as the gravity, but so far, no issues whatsoever with these tires. They're the Ramis, the new Ramis, and they've been excellent. I can feel and have experienced the difference with the rolling resistance with them. They definitely roll faster than my normal Magic Mary Albert combo. I've literally not pedaled and rolled and caught up to friends that were pedaling on some parts of the trails that are flatter. And I was amazed by it. It's quite the difference that I can feel. In terms of grip, They might have slightly less braking grip than the Magic Mary Albert combo. It's hard to tell. But in terms of cornering grip, they have plenty. The grip has been pretty dang good. But since I am running trail tires, I do want to have the proper tools with me in case I get a flat. And the frame storage has been super cool. It has it. The door doesn't make any noise. It seals nice and easy. Water bottle fits on top of it. And it comes with two pouches. One that's just a zip pouch that you just stick whatever in, and then one that's like a tool roll with Velcro. And I have essentially everything you'd need to fix almost anything on the bike. That's a normal like trail side fix. I've got a lightweight tube, got a small pump in there. I've got all the normal T20, T25, 2 through 6 hexes, tire levers, tire plugs, tire plug poker fork thing, and it's just all in the down tube. Now, one negative about having all that stuff though is it does add weight to the bike, and this bike weighs 36 pounds. But to be honest with you, I think the scale might be lying to me, because it sure doesn't feel like a 36-pound bike. It feels more like a 30-pound bike. When I'm climbing, when I'm flicking it around, the weight number is very deceiving compared to what it feels like. Now, that weight does include a full water bottle, which, you know, you drink as you go, so the weight does go down as you ride. And like I said though, it says 36 on the scale. I think the scale's lying to me because it feels a heck of a lot lighter than that. The frame itself though, absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful color on this frame. I went with the Aussie Dust Matte, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's held up to all the riding I've done so far, and I had a pretty good crash on it where it looked like it was a little messed up, like in terms of the paint, but once I washed off the dirt, it was good. The rear triangle, I was worried about that my foot was going to rub on it a lot, but the way they have it shaped, I'm actually not really rubbing my heel on it. So that's a bonus, because since it's a matte frame or a matte coloring, I was unable to ride wrap it myself. No matter what I did, it just would not stick down. So I abandoned that project rather than having hours and hours of frustration. The SRAM 70 transmission, it's been working flawless. It's definitely louder on the bumpy stuff than the SRAM 90 transmission, but overall it works great. I don't have to think about it, so it's good. The $35 50/50 pedals I put on here, surprisingly good. They grip my foot. I don't feel like I need to adjust on them very often. They've been holding up to plenty of rock strikes. So good pedals. The only thing so far that I've really felt like is underwhelming on this bike is the rear RockShox Deluxe Select. Maybe it's because I'm used to more travel. Maybe it's because I'm used to a Vivid. But this rear shock feels like it gets overwhelmed in the fast, chunky bits of the trail. Now, on flow trails or slower trails, it's super comfortable and poppy. It feels great on those trails. But once you hit the fast, chunky stuff, I feel like my back tire's skittering around a bit. And I'm not 100% sure if that's the shock itself or just having less travel than I'm used to. But I have ridden these same trails on a 140 bike versus this being a 130, and I had no issues with that type of feeling. So I'm thinking it's the actual shock itself just being overwhelmed by that type of riding. It's not bad, it's just a limit to a base part. Something I have noticed with this frame specifically is that the way the bike is puts you significantly more forward biased than what I'm used to on my Sresh SL or the YT I had before that. Now granted, those are all mountain and enduro bikes, and this is more of a trail bike. But it's just something to consider that if you're used to being more rearward bias, this bike is very much frontward bias. I'm not saying that's a bad thing or anything like that, it's just what it is. I will say this though, since I am used to more rearward bias, that may have caused the pretty big crash that I took on this.
Ow. Oh, yeah.
And for sure, it was 100% my fault because I wasn't ready to do what I was trying to do. But the forward bias was probably why I wasn't ready. Something else I've noticed is because of the way it positions you when you were on the bike standing in your attack position, the seat feels a bit in the way for me with only a 170 millimeter dropper that you can see here. I have to stick out about 3 inches to get my proper pedaling height. Now, in terms of pedaling, this bike is really good. Like, I've been riding an e-bike for over a year now exclusively, and this bike pedals better than I was expecting. Like, I knew it was gonna pedal good. It's a trail bike. It's got the Pro 10 suspension system. So I knew it was gonna have good anti-squat, and if you put the power down, it's gonna go. But it pedaled better than I was expecting, which is phenomenal since I'm so used to e-bikes at this point. The last thing I really want to comment on is that if you are to buy this at this spec, just expect that rear shock to be overwhelmed if you're in really gnarly stuff going fast. That's it. Other than that though, the brakes are good. The front fork is good. The transmission 70 is plenty fine. And just make sure you have a dropper that gives you as much drop as you can possibly get. I've done the math. If I get a 210 millimeter dropper, I'll be able to put it down to where I only have about 1 inch sticking out of the clamp, which should get that seat right out of the way for me. But I do have upgrades lined up for this bike. And to see them, you're gonna have to subscribe and wait for the next video.